Back with Jasper coach Tony Ahrens, and coach, big sectional win out here last Friday night against Rice. Just talk about the way the guys played and getting that win.
Well, I think last year's game kind of stuck in their heart a little bit because they played so hard last year and really, honestly, deserved to win that game and didn't do it, and then came out in this game and played very well. I mean, I know there was a few things in the game that we could improve at, but bottom line is the kids are playing hard, and they're playing through mistakes that might occur in the game.
At what point of the game did you guys really turn it to your advantage, and what did you guys do to get that win?
Well, honestly, I think from the get-go, our defense went out on the field, and it's kind of like you can get that feeling right away that your kids are, they're intent on wanting to play hard and play well, and they got some early stops, and we got on the field offensively and drove down the field and pretty much took it to them. So on both sides of the ball, you could tell right away that our kids were very intent on trying to play hard.
Early in the week here, have you guys bounced back and had good workouts so far?
Yeah, the kids are obviously, you get through a sectional, it's a 3-game deal. And then what's crazy is the next 3 games win a state championship for you. So, our kids are excited about that, but we need to simply move on into this next game. And this week's practices have been good. The weather's changed a little bit, but it really hasn't affected us that much.
And this team has moved on from whether it be, the setback or just, other things, and moved on to the next week.
Yeah, when you have a little success, you got to be careful with it because it puts you to sleep. But I feel pretty confident, after how excited our kids were after the game, and then how they showed up this week to practice. It appears that they're hungry to get into this next game and get going.
You'll see a foe that's not really familiar in Columbus East. What do you know about them?
Well, it all starts with our offensive defensive lines, and on the defensive side of the ball, they're a pretty simple team to really prepare for because they're a zone type team. They got a good back and they got a decent quarterback, and they just kind of do a read and give the ball to one another back there. So we just need to be good up front and then scramble to the ball.
How are they defensively?
Well, they're very simple there too. They don't do a whole lot of stunning. They're going to play a 4-man front largely. Occasionally they'll walk a linebacker up and play a 5. But they're kind of a team that's, they're just a simple kind of team to have to look at as far as, on paper and how they line up.
They came down here a few years ago and had some athletes. How are they? Are they a quick team? Are they a big team, strong team? Where are they at there?
I think probably if they had to say where, they have a good size offensive line, but again, all they do is zone. Now their defensive line, is interior is kind of a read and react, but they bring their edge guys pretty hard. We've seen this front, and we've seen the kind of offense that they've run. Actually, I've had to deal with it several weeks now, so it's going to get down to us and how we choose to play the game.
Sure, it's exciting. Get the chance to play in a regional game.
Oh, no question. As hard as your kids work, and sometimes when you don't get the win, I think a lot of times people don't really realize or respect, what's gone into it to try to get ready to go. And now all of a sudden you win a game, and everybody's it's exciting for our kids and everybody involved.
All right, Tony. Thanks a lot, and best of luck up at Columbus.
Thank you, Kurt.
That's Jasper head football coach Tony Ahrens, the Wildcats and the Olympians for a regional championship. We'll have more right after this.